I got tickets to see The Cursed Child last July, and I have some thoughts on it that I never really shared before on the internet, and you know what, I'm gonna do this now. My opinion is actually twofold. I both loved it and disliked it. So I'm going to talk about the things that I liked first. I loved the play, as the experience of seeing Harry Potter on the stage. It was magical. I'm sure that at this point, you know, people know a little bit more about the play. So there is actual magic happening on the stage. People drink Polyjuice potion and they actually transform on the stage. There are spells and Dementors flying, and well, the Dementors was a little bit scary. So it was good. It's magic. It's real magic. It's real theater magic happening. And that for me was it was beautiful. Like, I have no words to explain how much that meant to me being there. So I was watching a couple of other plays as well in London and then in Dublin, but Harry Potter, for the theater experience, Harry Potter beat them all. The choreography was incredibly well produced. Everything from the changes from one scene to another, and the changes in scenery with the choreography, it was unbelievable. You know, everything they did for the play. Jamie Parker for me was the Harry Potter that I always had in mind. When I saw the pictures of him in character, this is Harry Potter. This is the Harry Potter for me. I confess that I was a little bit apprehensive about Draco Malfoy, because I had seen Alex Price previously in both Doctor Who and Merlin. The image that I had in mind when he played those roles, for me, it didn't fit with Draco Malfoy. Seeing him on the stage, his relationship with Scorpio, it was beautiful. He was also the perfect choice for Draco Malfoy. And something that I liked about the play, and this may be a spoiler, so spoiler alert. What I liked about the play was their relationships, you know, their father-son relationships, because of course we don't get that from the books. Harry doesn't have his father, and Uncle Vern is just, you know, we can't consider him a father to Harry, really. We didn't really get to see also Draco's relationship with his father, though we know a little bit more of that. We know it wasn't perfect, definitely not perfect. And this is why I love fanfiction so much. They explore this so well. I think the play did it as well. You know, how they made it not be perfect, how they made them have problems, like normal problems. And also we got to see how Draco was really making the effort to have a different relationship with his son than he did with his father. And that for me was just beautiful. And Scorpio is my favorite character. And now on to the things that I didn't like. The plot. I didn't like the story of the play. For me, it was too forced. It was too... Some people, you know, I read some people saying it was too fanfiction, and at moments it felt like that. And that is not a way to bash fanfiction. No, I think that actually puts fanfiction in a, you know, in a really great standard, because the things they did in the play had already been done in fanfiction. Spoiler alert! I need to say this. The Cursed Child, you know, the daughter of Voldemort and Bellatrix. No. I confess that when that was revealed, I was fearing it. As the play went on, I was like, please no. Please no. And when it was actually revealed to be, why? It was too much. I just can't picture it. It's just, no, it doesn't work for me. And the whole time travel thing, I mean, it's a very dangerous thing to do. And not only dangerous as in physically dangerous for the characters. I feel like there were some holes left in the story, And I can't remember exactly why, but I remember thinking at the time of the play, you know, this doesn't really fit for me, so I'd have to read it. I didn't read the play. I want to read it someday to see how it was constructed as a play, you know, to be read, but nah, whatever. Something that makes me love the universe of Harry Potter even more is that because of this new material, and not only because of that, because of the books and people who grew up reading the books or read them a little bit older are having children and they're passing on to their children, or even if the parents didn't really like Harry Potter, there are a lot of children nowadays who are picking up the series, and it's possible to see that in our fan clubs meetings. There are a lot of new people joining the activities, and a lot of them are very young children, and they know a lot. Like, they know a lot of details. The magic goes on, and that for me is the most magic thing of them all, you know. New generations are still falling in love with the series. They're still growing up reading them because books are magical.